We are now ready to put together the first 4 joints comprising the fascia panel, as I term it. In order to keep nice and clean surfaces, I've decided to use two inserts and 2 rails. And this is the area for the drawer, which is 22 inches wide. Now, in most cases, we reference Dowelmax from the front to the rear, and the reason for that is when you clamp the clamp discs, if there's any damage or indentation that happens on the back of the wood, it won't be visible from the front. But in this particular case, we want to have these 2 rails raised above this insert. So the insert is 3/4 of an inch wide, and these 2 rails are 7/8 of an inch wide. So in other words, the rear is all flush. So in this case, we're going to go against our normal rules, and we're going to reference from the back and not the front. I have to reverse all these to show you the markings. This is now the rear of the fascia, which will, as I say, will all be flush. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. We can make sure that the 2 rails and the 2 inserts are identical in length, and that way we can put our check marks, and we can work from the outside in, the same on this side. Or we can start from the inside and work out the way, which I've decided to do in this case. So what we do is we carefully align the 2 inserts with the 2. Make absolutely clear. We start at the centre, work out 11 inches on each side, then we know roughly where the 2 inserts are to go. Now, when we've got it in position and possibly clamped, we take a very fine line and scribe a line here, 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 and here. So now we will take the first workpiece and we'll sit it in the vise. Take the Dowelmax. Now, I've marked indelible ink on the important faces of Dowelmax. Now, there's a check mark on this surface here, and here, and an X on the surfaces to be drilled. Now, there's a check mark here which aligns with this one, and a check mark here which aligns with that one. As I say, if you follow these rules carefully, you can't. It's impossible to do it wrong. Now we are going to keep it away from the edge, and we're going to drill 3 and 4. As you know, we've already drilled these holes, but this will speed up the process. It will also show you just how accurate Dowelmax is. Now in this case, we're going to take the distance gauge, which is already set it in the first bore, move Dowelmax back, clamp it, and then once again drill 3 and 4. So there's absolutely no additional material coming out, which indicates to you just exactly how accurate this system is. Now we'll take one of the the check mark is here, and we have our line, which you may not be able to see, but it's there, and we bring Dowelmax check mark to check mark. This rail is 1/8 of an inch wider, so we'll move it up to here. It's on the line. I try to bisect the line. If it's very fine, that's the best way to go. Okay, now we're doing 3 and 4. 4, 4. The thing about Dowelmax, you must always follow the same procedure with the second workpiece as you did with the first, obviously. Plant this. And then once again, do 2 and 3 and 4. Now, it's exactly the same procedure for all 4 joints. So now we'll reverse this back over. Now you can see the ease with which that went together. Everything's perfect. We've got our raised surface on the 2 rails, both sides. The ends are perfectly aligned. But we will probably dress both ends. They're slightly over 46 1/4, so we'll dress both ends before